Hello. First and foremost, I'd like to shout out a person. They reached out to me and said basically they saw my videos and said they watched a video where I said I want to be an inspiration to others. He said how he watched that video and how that video basically was his last push to upload on YouTube, and his video is actually really nice. His name is Anlis. This is his YouTube account. I'm gonna link his YouTube account in the description as well, so please go check him out because his video is actually really good. I did not expect anything when I first watched it, but then after watching it I was like, I really do think this guy has the potential. This is probably my last time shouting out someone else on this channel, unless it's for a collab, which I don't know if I'll be doing anytime soon, but this is the last time I'm gonna be doing this, so don't expect anything. Go check out his channel. His latest video is only 9 minutes. It's 9 minutes of just pure goodness. I really loved it. I loved it so much. Watching the video while knowing that I was one of his inspirations to uploading it was so mind-blowing. I was on the way home from school when I watched it. Dude, I almost cried in the road because little old me. I'm really glad that I'm able to inspire people to do things that they love, inspiring people to try new things, inspiring people and giving them that one push. So I'm telling you right now, to your face, if you're thinking of uploading on YouTube, do it. It's literally just one step forward, and then after that you're doing it for the whole month. That was basically it for me. I was like, okay fine, I'll do this. I was putting it off for months, but then I was like, okay fine, I'll record one video. And I recorded it, I edited it, and then I posted it. As simple as that. Now I'm here. So after you take that one step forward, it is so much easier after that. I promise. Go check out Alice's video. It's really nice. Okay. Today we had a interview practice because when you go into high school here in Japan, you have to take an interview beforehand, and basically it's like a normal interview, why did you choose this school, why did you want to come here, what are you gonna do in the school, all that good stuff. Except it's not good because I am bad at Japanese. I've only been here for 4 months, and the whole interview will be in Japanese, so obviously I'll practice in Japanese, right? They give you a time of when you're gonna do the practice interview. It's like one-on-one. You're basically gonna role play with the guy, the the practice interviewer. I was unaware of this practice interview up until last week Friday. And last week Friday, the day after, I had to go to Tokyo. And then I forgot all about it coming Monday. So it's so I didn't get to practice on my own much. I literally crammed, memorizing what to say, memorizing all the questions. It's like a full page full of questions, which I didn't even use half of it, by the way. The practice interview was only 10 minutes, so I didn't even get to use the full thing, but I still memorized it. I crammed it into my brain for one night. And I had other homework that night, which was last night. So I'm really lucky that my teacher was actually really nice and understood my situation and was really patient and gave me really good feedback and advice on what to do. But that practice interview, was so humbling. It was such a humbling experience for me. I think I should quit. Because I thought my Japanese has gotten better. I thought my Japanese has gotten good. So many of the people around me are like, oh, your Japanese is so much more better than when you first came here. And when I first came here, I already knew basically the basics. But this practice interview, it shut down my months of diligently learning and working on my Japanese. I think I should just quit. I think I should just jump. He didn't even comment on like my bad Japanese. He said basically like that the interviewers aren't gonna really pay attention to what I'm saying, but they're more on paying attention to like my movements and also how much I want to go into this school, like my enthusiasm and like my attitude towards the interview. He was like, "It's okay if your Japanese is bad," but I'm like, I barely got to answer any of the questions. My answers were like words, just words. It wasn't sentences. It was just random words. And then I was trying to like motion my hands like this, saying like, please stick these words together in your mind because I don't know how to make it into a sentence. But yeah, his main advice on me was like my movement and how like the key is basically to be really slow at everything, like bowing, like the words when you like first enter the room, your introduction, it has to be slow apparently, which contradicts the idea of like you need to show enthusiasm on an interview. It's like, how do I show enthusiasm in a formal interview where they're training us to be the most formal ever and be the most proper ever? How am I supposed to show enthusiasm in between all of that? I don't know. I got bullied by a teacher. Not really, okay, not really. But my school seems to think that. Yesterday, I didn't say this in my other entry because I was so tired with life that day, so I didn't get to say it in my last entry. But I cried in school because of a teacher. Because this teacher, for my whole stay in this school, the only words he has ever spoken to me is telling me off and going like, "Dame, oi, first name," which by the way, I ask everyone to call me by my last name. Even in the Philippines, I ask everyone to call me my last name. I hate my first name. That just adds on to like my story right now. Like he calls me by my first name and he keeps on like just telling me off. Every single word he's ever spoken to me is just telling me off or telling me this and that is not allowed. What I'm doing is wrong. It has been so frustrating. Because can't you be a little more understanding with me? Because I'm a foreigner. I don't know most of these things. And the other half, you're just calling it out to call it out. That part really messed with me. Because this guy, everyone seems to love this teacher. But then when it comes to me, what? It's like he hates me. And I still, to this day, genuinely believe he hates me. But all my teachers are like, no, he's just like that. No, he just looks like that and speaks like that. Like, not with the others, you know? But yeah, I cried in school. No one really knows about it but the teachers. And I thought that day when I got all my crying out, I told the teacher about it, and the teacher who hates me apologized to me and was like, "Sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I'm not angry at you." I thought that was the end. And I was so tired at the end of the day, I didn't even think about it. But today, when I was out of class, when I was in my Japanese classes, apparently they had a survey, a form survey saying like, "Hey guys, fill out this form. Tell me if like a teacher has ever bullied you. Tell us what any teacher has been constantly saying to you, whether it's bad or good, or if a teacher is mistreating you, blah blah blah." Girl, stop. I'm thankful, but it's like I didn't really want to make a big deal out of it. Yeah, I cried, but like I have this track record of crying in every single school I'm in. And also I'm very sensitive to teachers like that. This teacher isn't even that bad. He hates me, sure. I can deal with that. He isn't even that bad. But the thing is, I have trauma with teachers. I have actual trauma with teachers. I went to therapy and I'm on meds because of my previous teachers. Most of yesterday, me crying was just PTSD, and I didn't even cry for like a lot. I just cried for 5 minutes because I really needed to get it out because it was really frustrating me. I forgot to say the reason why I cried. I cried because this teacher who hates me said like in front of everyone in the lunchroom, it was lunch, we were in a lunchroom, in front of everybody, says, "Oi, first name, your skirt is too short." That's just how it sits on my waist. Do you want me to cut my waist off? Do you want me to? This is the uniform that was given to me at the beginning of the school. I glossed over this, but the worst part is you saying it in front of everybody. If I noticed a student's skirt was small, especially as a girl student, as a boy teacher, as a male teacher, I would say it later on. when nobody can hear us. But no, in front of everybody, he loudly exclaims, "Your skirt is too small." I was returning my lunch to like clean up. So after that, I asked my other teacher, my homeroom teacher, one of my homeroom teachers, if my skirt was too small. He said no. He's like, "Are you like rolling it up or anything?" I said no. No, I don't. No, I don't. It's just how it sits on my waist. And he was like, "It's okay." So then that's when I started crying. I had to like run outside of the lunchroom. No one really saw me. And I don't think anyone could have guessed that I was crying. But like, that's when I started crying. I ran out of the lunchroom and he followed me. And then after calming down, I explained to him like, "I think this teacher hates me. Blah 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 blah." But yeah, that really messed with me. I keep on forgetting to change the color of my microphone. I was like, I'm gonna start changing the color of my microphone every entry to be a little silly. But it's like I keep forgetting. Yesterday was blue and it's been blue for most of the video. I'm about to end the video now. It's just like, damn. Now probably every teacher in that school knows that like I cried because of this teacher. Because they had a whole survey about it. It's one of those online surveys and like their school website. So it's like not only us, but probably everyone in the school. So every teacher probably knows about it. Every teacher knows that I was a crybaby. Okay guys, I'm gonna end it here. So yeah, why is this so awkward all of a sudden? I'll see you in the next one, and I hope you have a good night.